Another day, another beautiful day here at the KBA Blacktop. We've got a matchup between Team Opps and Team Five Nights at Blacktop. Once again, an exceptional looking court. Curtis Coleman here to bring you the action for the KBA on Elite Four TV. Remember to subscribe and like if you're liking the content. Great feed from Feraligatr, finding Cinderace right away to get the bucket. Now, Team Opps is pretty self-explanatory. It's the players that feel like have probably received the most criticism from me this season. That is Umbreon, of course, obviously Umbreon, Hitmonchan, and Machamp. And Machamp, great work, muscling by Ursaring. And we've seen Machamp really outplay Ursaring this season. We saw it in the final game of the regular season. Meanwhile, Hitmonchan often outplays his opponents, but at the same time also often costs his team the game. We'll see. Umbreon, I don't know, man. A great dunk from Hitmonchan, perhaps. The thing about Hitmonchan, that's what makes him so dangerous, is the fact that he can be really good. He was the leading scorer in the league for a reason, partially because he forced a lot of shots, but he does have really good games. Very clutch as well, finalist for Clutch Player of the Year, deservedly so. Machamp over Ursaring. It's no good. Ursaring grabs the rebound. Ursaring, best rebounder in the league this season. One game where he had below 10 rebounds, and that was the second game of the season with 5-minute quarters. And he had 9, by the way. Meanwhile, Five Nights at Blacktop, based on Five Nights at Freddy's, perhaps sending a bit of a message to what we want in the league, or what Curtis wants in the league. Feraligatr with the block against Umbreon. Hitmonchan pulls up, no good. Ursaring's got the rebound. Anyway, that team is Ursaring, representing Freddy, of course, Cinderace representing Bonnie, and Feraligatr representing Monty Gator. It's 2-2 right now. They not sure really how they got together, but it was a fun decision. Hitmonchan from deep, no good. Rebound to Feraligatr. Good to see Hitmonchan hasn't changed much. Cinderace drives, finishes, gets the foul. Great work from Cinderace. Cinderace was an elite player in the playoffs this season. Unfortunately, just got outplayed by Charmander, who was also equally, if no more elite. Honestly, his problem was he didn't shoot enough. He shot 62% in the playoffs. We'll see if that changes this offseason. Takes more initiative. It's 4-2. Five Nights at Blacktop leads. They're hoping to spend 4 nights in this tournament, which of course would mean they would win, at least make it to the finals. Umbreon from deep. That's blocked. And I've always said this is a tournament that's where you showcase your skills and present yourself to other teams. Umbreon blocked twice. Then Hitmonchan can't finish. It's rebounded by Ursaring. Ursaring finds Cinderace. Cinderace fouled by Umbreon. And I will say Umbreon's best assets definitely as a defender. Though absolutely putrid offensively this year. It was maybe the best defender on his team. I've said it, unfortunately, as with Lavender's identity being pretty much built entirely around offense, it was not the right place to be for a player who was terrible offensively and good defensively. Hitmonchan, step back, jumper, good. That's what you see from Hitmonchan. That's a little flash in the pan that makes him so frustrating to watch sometimes, right? He makes those contested shots. He can score. He's a good scorer. He can score from all 3 levels. But the problem is, he often lets it get to his head. He gets such a big ego that he even runs players out of town. We saw it with Hitmonlee this season, obviously. Originally, it was supposed to be the Hitmon Bros, but, or many thought it would be the Hitmon Bros in this tournament, but Hitmonchan, obviously, not a good relationship with Hitmonlee. Very selfish player, and that's what That's why Hitmonlee was able to thrive with a different team in Saffron with Cinderace. Ursaring's going to get that shot to fall. Also led the league in field goal percentage. He's a very high IQ player, very efficient. Offensive IQ, high offensive IQ, I'll say. Defensively, probably a little overrated. Second in the league in blocks this year. Received a lot of votes for DPOY. As Umbreon, nice work to get by Cinderace, get it to go. Cinderace, the second party all-defensive selection. Ursaring, the second party all-KBA selection. He's going to find Cinderace. Over to Feraligatr. Feraligatr drives. Can't finish. Grabs his own rebound. Can't put it in either. It was a really rough playoffs for Feraligatr. As much as I rag on Hitmonchan for that series, Feraligatr was worse. Feraligatr was terrible in the playoffs. As Ursaring gets free, flushes it down. It's 7-4. And we'll see what happens with these players this offseason. Like I said, it's a place to showcase what you can do. Generally speaking, a lot of these players are, especially on Five Nights at Blacktops, they're kind of core pieces of their team. I doubt they're going to be leaving, but you never know. I mean, Cinderace kind of fits Saffron kicks kind of perfectly. And Ursaring, obviously, Lavender Town would be not very smart if they were to get rid of him, considering he was a second-party LKBA selection. Umbreon puts it up. No good. Hitmonchan's rebound. Gets it to go. It's 8-6. Five Nights at Blacktop currently leads, but it's still anybody's game. Ursaring lets it fly. It's no good. That's something you like to see from Ursaring this year, extending his range a little bit. Frankly, from all bigs, it's something you like to see. Nice feed from Umbreon. Hitmonchan gets free and throws it down. For Hitmonchan, you just like to see him take a little less shots or a little smarter shots. He led the league in scoring, but didn't make an all-KBA party because he shot below 40% from the field. As Ursaring gets free and puts it in. I mean, generally speaking, the majority of speculation would come from players on Team Opps. Umbreon, I'll be real, there's no way he's going back to Lavender Town. I personally will have run him out of Lavender Town if he decides to return. 9-9, Umbreon shot maybe around 30% from the field this season. Machamp is very efficient this year, so kudos to him, most efficient player on the team, but the Umbreon Hitmonchan will be very interesting to work with as a block from Ursaring. And like I said, Machamp does really well against Ursaring, probably his favorite player to play against. Went off in the final game of the regular season. Machamp coming off a championship with Goldenrod, of course, it probably was a little bittersweet because he definitely fell in the pecking order, was replaced by Garchomp in the starting lineup, and Garchomp arguably outperformed him. Machamp's going to get it to go give his squad the lead. So Machamp is definitely, you're thinking he's 1 foot out the door as Ursaring gets open, throws it down. So you wonder what teams would be in need of a center. Is he looking for a starter job? Or is he just looking for a little less media coverage, perhaps? Goldenrod's a huge city, of course. So they'll be absolutely a hub of the KBA. There's Feraligatr. Oh, my! Works by Umbreon and flushes it down. It's 11-10 now. Five Nights at Blacktop. Oh, my! Look at that! Umbreon drains it with Feraligatr in his face. And he's saying, yeah, I did that. I said Umbreon set to look for a new team this offseason. I mean, a defensive specialist point guard works in some areas. The problem is he shoots way too much. That's a kind of common theme with players I rag on a lot. Like I said, shot 30% from the field. You cannot shoot that much when you're shooting 30% from the field. I'm just thinking about fits right now. I mean, There's a place for him somewhere, just not with Lavender Town. I think Lake of Rage would be a decent fit. Strong defender. Marshadow already kind of is a shot chucker. So is Hitmonchan. So perhaps that leaves him with less rebounds and he can focus on the defensive side, getting things done. It's 14-11. Rock Tunnel really lacks in defense on the guard side, so that could be an interesting addition. I mean, the only team where I see, no, it's not going to work, maybe Saffron. Saffron probably doesn't need him, and neither does Lavender Town. A block from Feraligatr. He's going to find Cinderace. That's blocked by Machamp. Many teams also likely to consider Machamp for a potential starting center or backup center. With all the movement in the league, I think really the only team that you can rule out for Machamp is Celadon. He might even return to Goldenrod. Perhaps it is just a bad time in his life for him, which is understandable. I'm unemployed right now. Well, that's a little tidbit about myself, I guess. And there's a Hitmonchan jam. Hitmonchan, on the other hand, you wonder. Lake of Rage has invested so much into them. You can't really move on from him, can you? It's going to be so difficult to offload. The only player I could see kind of maybe team willing to trade for him would maybe be Rock Tunnel. That would be Oddish likely going the other way, and I'm not sure they'd really want to do that. As Feraligatr grabs the offensive rebound, puts it in. If the Opps are going to win, they're going to have to win it on the perimeter, making jumpers from the outside, because they're probably not going to out-rebound a team with Ursaring and Feraligatr on it. Two of the top rebounders in the league this season, led centers and led power forwards in rebounds. Here's Hitmonchan. Backing down Cinderace. Puts it up. It's no good. Rebound punched up into the air, and Cinderace comes down with it. Cinderace racing forward. Blocked by Hitmonchan. And the other thing is, these players could change in the offseason, right? They could develop different tendencies. Obviously, they'll be training, so maybe they learn different moves. Result in a little bit different natures or different tendencies. Feraligatr stripped by Umbreon, but he's going to step out. That's what I mean. Umbreon, very strong defender. He's taking on the much bigger Feraligatr and doing a pretty solid job. Cinderace blocked by Machamp. 16-13. The Opps currently leading. It's been a strong performance. All three of them, none of them have really stood out for the wrong reasons, but I guess when you get all of them on the same team, it kind of becomes the case. Feraligatr finding Cinderace to Ursaring. Obviously, part of that is the two-pointer shots. And Ursaring, look at that, the turnaround jumper, good. Eerily familiar, Ursaring being a very clearly strongest player on a team that just kind of letting him down right now. Hitmonchan, deep three. Deep two, it's no good off the dribble. And the rebound goes to Ursaring. Ursaring finds Cinderace. Cinderace sprung in. Blocked by Umbreon, but it's going to be a foul. Cinderace at the line. It's good. (16-15). 1 point game. Really is a close match. Machamp outside. Yeah, he's not shooting a three. I've talked about getting centers to shoot threes in the offseason. He is not one of them. He's a pure fighting type, right? Physical attacker. He does not have it in his arsenal as Hitmonchan gets open and drains that too. Makes it an 18-15 game. Feraligatr gets a screen from Ursaring. Look at that. Beautiful screen, and he gets open, hits that floater It's 18-16. Hitmonchan against Cinderace. Hitmonchan, step back, jumper, no good. Ursaring's got the rebound. Ursaring finds Cinderace. Cinderace outside. Cinderace moving in. Cinderace over to Feraligatr. Feraligatr with the dribble. Feraligatr taking on Umbreon, fouled, heading to the line. Get another foul. And Umbreon's main problem is his IQ, right? A lot of fouls already in this game. You're seeing the fouls coming back to hurt them. They're forcing a lot of misses, but just as poorly disciplined. When you see that in the offense, where he just refuses to stop shooting the ball. There's a block from Ursaring against Machamp. He's held him down pretty nicely. Finding Cinderace under the hoop. No good. A wide open shot. He misses the bunny. And another miss. And finally, Ursaring says, I'll do it myself. Bonnie is not carrying his weight on this FNAF team. Actually, I will say it would be very fitting for them to lose if they're named Five Nights at Blacktops. Technically, they've been in the tournament for 5 nights. Feraligatr finds Cinderace. Another miss. Are you kidding me? Cinderace cannot buy a bucket. They have shut that door on Bonnie's attacks. Umbreon sends it into Hitmonchan. Ushers it out for Machamp. Alley-oop, I think, and it goes up. Machamp puts it in. 19-18. Cinderace finds Feraligatr. Over to Ursaring. Ursaring working his way in. Ursaring finds Feraligatr. That's a foul against Umbreon once again. Feraligatr a chance to tie the game. It's good. We are even. Hitmonchan has said before that he feels almost persecuted by me, actually. Says it's cost him many opportunities, perhaps robbed him of a all-KBA selection, but my defense is your shooting percentage has robbed you of it, not me. Take better shots. Umbreon draws the foul, heading to the line. First shot is good, and obviously having the size disadvantage actually might help them a bit in terms of drawing fouls. Because it was a blocked shot. And it was an interesting call for the foul. It's good. 21-19 lead for the Opps. They're 3 points away from victory and advancement into the quarterfinals. Nice feed from Cinderace. Ursaring gets open. Ursaring has been automatic. It's not over just yet. Hitmonchan. Over to Umbreon. The jumper. It's not there. It's rebounded by Cinderace. Racing up the court. Taking on Hitmonchan. Strong defense from the defensive specialist. Or the theoretical defensive specialist. Finds Machamp. Machamp. Hook shot. Not there. Rebound by Ursaring. Here comes Cinderace. Cinderace lay-in is good. And we're even at 21. 21 apiece. It's Hitmonchan. Sends it out to Machamp. Fakes the shot, finds Hitmonchan. Look at that! A dunk! And then the little rock to celebrate. And a great feed. Ursaring responds. We're even at 22. It could be a next bucket wins. The wind picking up as well. Umbreon under. Blocked. And it goes out. Off the side of the hoop and trickles out. Feraligatr inbounds. Umbreon lets it fly. Got it! Team Opps wins. Umbreon the hero. And Team Opps will advance to the quarterfinals with a 24-22 victory. Look at that. Ursaring's efforts in vain. Once again, common theme for his career, if we're being real. And Umbreon, a solid performance, efficient from 3. That's the real difference. Game high. Respect. I'll give respect where it's due. But that'll do it for us. For all our friends at the KB on Elite 4 TV, I'm Curtis Coleman. We'll see you next time.